Their offensive line was great. Their receivers were outstanding. And Tom Brady is the guy that can accelerate those good players.
Okay.
But Tom Brady's not going to take a mediocre team and make them great. He's going to take a good team and make them like outstanding and great in Super Bowl caliber.
He can elevate you if you're already sort of
if you're
up
right
there.
there. But he's not making something out of nothing, which I don't think is an insult. It's just the truth.
It's very fundamental. They have 4 different offensive linemen because of injuries, defections, whatever it may be. But when you're age and speed deficient, you need a really good offensive line, and things have to be blocked perfectly for him. And when it's not, he is a average quarterback.
Marcus, I mean, the example everyone is throwing at me is San Francisco, where Jimmy Garoppolo will probably leave as a free agent. Maybe Brock Purdy winds up being something special. And obviously they have the kid that they drafted, Trey Lance, a couple of years ago that we've really not been able to see. But everyone keeps bringing up, well, Brady should finish his career at home. Kyle Shanahan, bring him. If you're Kyle Shanahan, is that what you were thinking? Bring me Tom Brady and I win the Super Bowl next year?
No. Tom, go home, man. Go home. Let us celebrate you, brother. Let us celebrate your career. Let us really, do this, go out on your own terms, have your big retirement announcement, put together a Mission Impossible-like ending to this career. Put a production together. Hell, they probably got some networks that'll do a movie for you right now just on your retirement announcement. Go home, man. And we understand that Tom Brady can still throw the football, and we understand that times he gives us glimpses of greatness, like he did at the end of the game when they went down to win. I forgot who they beat in the last seconds. But ultimately, for me, guys, this is one of those things where you can, obviously, we talk about Brady being the GOAT. You put it as Jordan. It was time for Jordan. Jordan could have still scored 20 a game, but we didn't want to see Jordan playing like the way he was playing at the end of his career. We knew he was still a solid basketball player, but when you've raised the bar so high and you're judged on that bar, then it is a greater fall because nobody ever ascended to that level. When Wayne Gretzky got done, it was time to go, okay? When these greats, we know it. We probably could sit here till Tom Brady 48 and be like, well, he still can throw and he still can put the ball where you need to put the ball. But I don't want Tom Brady to get into this thing where we start having that conversation more than we talk about the things that he's done in the game. That's my big reason why I say that he should retire, and I believe he's gonna retire. Man, it ain't even about leaving on top. It's about why would you prolong this narrative of the next 2 or 3 years of, well, is he in the right situation? Do they have an offensive line? Tom Brady can't lift guys, but he can play well when everybody is good around him. Man, I'm a little bit at the point where for Tom Brady, based on this year, even in his mind, he knows that, you know what? This has been a great run. It probably is time for me to go do something else. And let me not go out searching for the perfect situation because I don't think it exists anymore.
And he has a 10-year contract waiting for him at Fox to go do football games the day that he decides that he's wrapped it up. How do you see it, Mike T?
I think it's time for him to graduate. And if I'm Tampa Bay and I'm Todd Bowles, I see what I have in Kyle Trask, but I have to go draft a new one. And it's really run its course because unless you could refortify that line, which is going to be hard to do in one off season, again, he's just a skill diminished player.
Keep playing.
Look, the reality is, and I never played like you guys did, but I have covered this stuff and I have been reading about it. It doesn't usually end pretty for the all-time greats. It does not. I mean, who remembers these guys in other uniforms? I mean, going all the way back. Willie Mays as a Met is the most famous example of it, and a lot of other ones. Guys who are on a level with Tom Brady, they're usually the last to know that it's over.
They are. Look, I mean, I feel it, right? I had to start him in fantasy this week because Kyler Murray was hurt, and you saw the score, right? It didn't help very much. Look, seriously, he did retire, right? And when he did retire last offseason, there weren't a whole lot of people shocked. Why would you do it? It made some sense. It will make sense again. Will he do it? I don't know.
I want to keep
let me
playing.
say this.
Leave me alone. Maybe I'm alone.
I got 10 seconds, Marcus, go.
We saw Kobe score 60 points in his last NBA game.
Right.
And we knew Kobe could score points in the game, but he acknowledged, I'm not the same, and I'm diminishing, and I'm probably in the way of this organization or somebody else having a chance to ascend. That's my point with Tom Brady. Man, move on and let us give you your flowers for the rest of your life.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.